Let's now talk philanthropy as we approach the end of the financial year. Denise Cheng joining us from Equity Trustees. Denise, thanks for
Andrew,
joining
great
us.
to be here.
So, now you've taken a look at perhaps the reasons why people are motivated to donate. And as I mentioned, close to the end of the financial year. So is that a factor in terms of that tax deductibility?
That's right, Andrew. 20 days out, you'd think that tax would be a key motivator, but our research that we conducted earlier in the year demonstrated that actually only about 20% of our respondents said that they were motivated by tax. In fact, more were motivated by that commitment, that personal commitment to the cause, and wanting to actually make a difference in the world. And so that was definitely reflective of our experience in helping philanthropists give.
Is that regardless of your, I guess, your finances, how much you earn, whether you're wealthy, whether you're perhaps just struggling to make ends meet, that there's still that desire to give?
Yeah, definitely. Our research said that 96% had given in the past year, and that was even with some financial challenges of their own. So 52% had said that they were experiencing some financial challenges, but were still giving. And what we found was definitely age, income was not necessarily a barrier. The commitment to give was just as high for those earning over 150,000 and those earning under. And in fact, the intention to give was probably higher with our younger people, which is great to see. Potentially capacity to give was with those that are older, but intent was definitely there.
Let's now talk about how you can do this, and in terms of structured giving, what's that?
Yeah, definitely. I think we recognise that Australians are incredibly generous, but one thing we did discover through the research was that the knowledge around structured giving is probably not as high, and so we actually launched a campaign to redefine giving, and really for us to share with the everyday person, the everyday Australian, that there is a different way of giving that is more accessible. And effectively, structured giving is about more than just the one-off donation that we're so used to giving at 30 June or for our friends doing a fun run. And structured giving is about making a contribution into a tax-exempt charitable structure. That structure is invested and leveraging the power of investments to basically make that one-off contribute or even multiple contributions have greater impact over the long term. So each and every year, the contributions are invested, and then the investment income is distributed to your chosen charity each and every year. So impact just compounds and goes on potentially forever.
So Denise, tell us what you're doing there at Equity Trustees in terms of what you're trying to achieve, and with that role of philanthropy.
We're like many of our colleagues in the sector, we're trying to double structure giving in Australia by 2030. We want to share with everyone that you don't have to be uber wealthy to give. Everyone can give, and structure giving is a really effective and efficient way and accessible way to do that. And we've just launched a portal which underwrites our product, and you can actually start your structured giving with as little as $5,000, which is quite an accessible amount, as our research demonstrated.
All right, now that said, of course, given we are approaching tax time, how do you make the most of those deductions?
Yeah, definitely. So all contributions you make into a structured giving vehicle is tax deductible, so you can offset that against your income, and so that is definitely a very attractive option for those thinking of making a start in their philanthropy.
All right. Have you find from the charities themselves they're actually taking advantage of this in terms of perhaps their marketing, saying, look, now is the time to do your best?
Most definitely, and I'm sure everyone would have seen communication from their favourite organisation, inviting them to step in before the end of June and maximise those tax deductions, because every dollar makes a difference. I think we all recognise that the cost of living crisis is having an impact in community, and there are so many important things that we need to support out there, and contributions at the end of financial year make every bit of difference.
All right, so I guess overall, then you want to make this a normal part of investing, particularly if you're making money from investing. Then it's all about giving as well.
Most definitely, and that's exactly right. Tax deductions and leveraging the power of charitable distributions is a great way of obviously creating some tax efficiencies in your investments, but also making a difference in community. And fundamentally, we just want to create an opportunity for people to think about philanthropy a little bit differently. Try something that's a little bit more accessible, but also has the opportunity to create much longer term impact